Hi, this is Bob from Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff. And if you're looking for an online Toughbook community that gives tips, tricks, and support, hit our subscribe button and bell button for all our newest upcoming video notifications. When the S400 was released, it became Getak's first fully featured laptop designed for those needing more toughness and durability. In today's video, I'll be going through my top 10 features of the Getak S400, so stay tuned. So welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to talk about the Getak S400. I want to go through the top 10 features that I found on this unit that I kind of like. And at number 10, this unit comes with Bluetooth 4.0, 3 USB ports, plus more. For example, it has audio in and out, HDMI out. It has more USB ports over here, as well as PCMCI, Express, and regular. There's also a slot for a CD-ROM. This particular unit I'm holding in my hand right now does not have the CD, but there's just a blank there. So you can put a CD-ROM in there. And number 9, it's also able to be upgraded to 4G LTE broadband. So you can put a Gobi 5000 card in this unit, multi-carrier card. You don't necessarily have to, you can use Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, any of those guys. So you can get the internet anywhere. At number 8, what I like about this machine is the RAM is upgradable to 16 gigs of RAM. You're not held back by 8 gig like some of the older models. So at 16 gigs, you can run Windows 10 quite well. Even at 8 gigs, believe it or not. So at number 7 is the battery life on this unit. It comes with a standard battery, and they say it'll last a good 8 to 10 hours. But you can buy what's called an extended battery and bump it up to well past 12 hours to 14 hours. At number 6, we have the ruggedness that's built into this unit. It's built to the IP5X MIL STD 810G, couldn't even think of it, 810G standard compliance. Getak calls this bruise proof, which I kind of agree with them. It's a nice beefy machine. Coming in at number 5 is the Intel Core processors that were options on this thing. You could get the i3, the i5, but I think my favorite would be the i7 4610M vPro 3 gigahertz. So this thing is a powerhouse when it comes to horsepower. Coming in at number 4 is this thing has programmable keys. So you're able to program and trigger common actions on keys on the keyboard. So whatever you most commonly do, you can just set up on a key and push one key to make it happen. I think it's a great feature, and you know how I love keyboards. Based on how it was built, it's got a water-resistant keyboard that's backlit. As you know, I'm a keyboard fanatic, and I love a nice keyboard. You'll see that this keyboard is backlit. It's a full-scale keyboard, so you're not regulated by size of keys. Again, I like keyboards. This is a nice bouncy board. Pleasure to type on. This is definitely. And number 2 is our 14-inch 700 nit glove-friendly anti-glare 16:9 aspect ratio 1366 by 768 resolution screen. Boy, was that a mouthful. This screen certainly gives you the ability to see it in the daylight. It's got a semi-matte finish, so there's no glare whenever you're sitting out in the sun. Well, guys, that brings us to number 1. And number 1 is the best feature in this entire laptop. Number 1 I'm going to talk about the keys that are the little buttons that are at the very top of the keyboard that aren't on the keyboard, but they're on the top of the keyboard. Is, for example, it says P1 that has a red circle. That goes to Geetac G Manager, which allows you to set the settings in this laptop the way you like it. Then they got this P2 key right here that starts the Internet Explorer, so you can just push that button and be on the internet. The key next to that is the blackout key, which is, I think, one of my favorite keys. It turns the screen on and off, as well as the lights on the backlit keyboard. The next key is the Eco button. That gives you power. It brings up the power conservation screen so you can adjust your power settings. And right beside that is the High Bright button. The High Bright button. That'll toggle your 700 nit backlight on and off. So if you just need brightness all of a sudden, you can push that button. And right next to that, of course, is the power button. To me, that is the best feature on this laptop. I think they all should have these buttons. Why they put the P1 with a red circle around it, not sure. That just brings you to the G Manager, but still a nice feature of this laptop. So that's all I've got about the S400 Geetac. I know that it weighs in at 2.9 kilograms, which is only 6.4 pounds. Still a heavy unit. There's some options on here that you can get. I didn't go through all of the upgradable options, only the more popular ones, but there are some things you can do. You know, Geetac did a great job on this laptop. So, well, that's all I got for you today. I want to, again, remind you, hey, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you feel strongly about the S400, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. I want to hear from you on the in the comment section. So until next week, see you soon.